27th of April, 2019. This is a great story coming out of Maryland, or Baltimore, more specifically. This is a story coming out of Baltimore, Maryland. No 25th Amendment. Authority to remove Baltimore Mayor limited. See, this is interesting. This mayor actually made a children's book, and they're attacking her and all the political people here, and they're invoking the 25th Amendment, which is amazing because I think Maryland's violating the Second Amendment, and out of all things, they're attacking these people over a children's book, which I understand you can't make deals that start to look a little bit dicey, a little bit favored or whatever have you. But what's going on here? I mean, we have the Second Amendment. We have our enemies at all sides with the geopolitical scene. We have NZ cutting deals with China. Australia the same way, making cessions. And freedom of speech is being lost around the world. And Maryland is having a fit about a children's book, and they just lost the Second Amendment. I mean, it's another fallen star. I mean, is this not biblical? 1/3 of the falling stars? You got 1/3 of the states literally falling off and not abiding, not recognizing the law of the land. So I'm not quite sure what's going on here and why they made this the issue, but more than likely they set this individual up. They put them in power. She did exactly probably what she was supposed to do and probably what they wanted her to do. The reality is she got hit over a book. A children's book, educational approach to wellness and some other stuff. I'll let you read the article. I think the real issue here is why is the Constitution important for some reasons and then not important for other reasons? Where's the fight gone wrong here? And I know we're in the early stage of this and we haven't seen quite the mess that we're going to see with regards to the implications of the storms occurring and climate change, because that's real. I'm not going to suggest anything about global warming because it is warming, but not because of the insulator CO2. So that's my thoughts on that. Maryland's in a vacuum, and it's in a bubble. I don't know when the bubble is going to bust. Maybe it's going to be something else that's going to bust this bubble, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be Healthy Holly's books, okay? Under investigation for Healthy Holly books. $500,000 no-bid deal with the University of Maryland. Meanwhile, Kamala Harris made millions starting her career off by being underneath the desk of Willie Brown, I think, and that seems to be okay. This is a question of ethics, right? So yeah, that's it. Oh, one more thing. Watch that Mayotte storm that's going through. Looks like it's bouncing around there in that very volatile area east of Africa. And the last time, well, I can say the first time I noticed it was active in that area, it was that ripple ring that was heard around the world. It happened on 11th of November 2018, about 6 days before the Yellow Vest movement started, maybe just a break in psychosis. But the cause of the ring was actually a result of a slow-moving earthquake that happened over months. And it was the same time that the petition was happening for the Yellow Vest movement back in 2018. So I don't know what the significance is. I don't know if something jumping out of the earth just happens to be located there or it has its door. But there's some interesting connections that come out of that area. So let's go ahead and watch what happens next after Mayotte. I mean, maybe it's no connection at all. I mean, we've seen a social connection, or I should say dates that are similar with regards to the social unsettlement in one part of the earth. You never know. In my opinion, I think poop hits the fan. We hit the wall with something. I think it's going to be a trifecta. I think we're going to run into some sort of social unrest, maybe political unrest or financial unrest, all three of them, a combination of something. Seems like three's coming up a lot lately with some of this research I've been doing. But nonetheless, that's about it. That's my beef with 25th and the Second Amendment hypocrisies. Just a lot of these states are in a vacuum, like I said before. And does it have anything to do with the fallen stars and the 1/3? I don't know. I hope not. God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven.